Yeah, this works here. Let me see. How do I share this here? Excuse me 1 second, guys. I need to figure out how to share this. How do I share this here? Copy. Go to YouTube. Twitter. Sorry, guys. I should have been more prepared, but let's try this, shall we? Excuse me 1 sec. So yeah, today 49ers and the Vikings had their their first joint practice. Joint practices are very interesting. To me, I think it's a better experience for the 49ers in a preseason game and trying to figure out who should make the roster, who shouldn't, and it also helps the Vikings with the same process and it's a better situation to figure out what you have because it's more controlled than a preseason game. There was a quote about this I saw on Twitter. Let me see if I can find it here. If I can find it here. Let's see. Yeah, as this quote says, this is from let's see here. Scott I can't pronounce his last name, but he's a former 49ers GM here. Basically, it breaks up the camp. You're not banging against your own guys. You see what you got, more energy, more fun type of practices that help out your team figure out the 53-man roster. And I think it was a pretty interesting day. It seemed a lot sorry about that, like a regular 49ers practice in a sense, if all reports came through, in which Trey Lance had his problems, and all that stuff. Let's see. I got notes here from all the different sides of this thing here. Let's start with Trey Lance, right? 11 to 16. That really doesn't matter. I saw a good video today about how completions really don't matter. It's what he does to get those completions, right? And let's see what he did today. If that makes sense, right? He made a clutch play on 4th and 10. That should be very much stated. That's what you need out of your quarterback. You can think of Jimmy Garoppolo. Besides the fires that he put, he started. He also put them out, and if you get yourself in a 4th and 10 situation and you can put yourself out of that, that's a good job right there, Trey Lance. And honestly, it's the most interesting situation for the 49ers in which you want Trey Lance to figure himself out, right? That's a good thing, right? You want him to figure himself out, figure out what he wants to do, what he can do, what he can't do, right? And running the same offense as that Jimmy Garoppolo has run helps that out. And just some very interesting stuff there. And no interceptions, so good on you, Trey Lance. Deebo Samuel, he had himself a good day. He's coming back to himself after, a weird start of training camp, with the contract. He's now basically fully back into shape by all reports. So that's good to hear. George Odom, he had some playing time today, which is pretty good. He's a better player currently probably than Tavares Moore. So that's good to hear. And plus he had an interception. Let's see what else is here. We had some one-on-ones today. But I think the major thing that came out to camp joint practice today was the offensive line. The offensive line had its problems. It is a group that will be having its problems. You got three, basically, not what's a good word? Three guys who don't have that much experience playing actual NFL snaps. They do have the training camps. They do have all that other type of snaps, right? But not actual playing snaps. They need to gel. They need to and also you got Mike McGlinchey. He's coming back from injury. You gotta have problems there. The only solid person on your line right now is Trent Williams, and he has an injury history there. So as much as we want to say there are concerns with Trey Lance in this offense, there is also concerns with this offensive line, and it can help Trey Lance get ready. And it's going to be interesting to see if they can gel for Trey Lance. And also, pass defense. They had their problems. Jimmy Ward, Charvarius Ward, and Emmanuel Mosley did not play. They are all dealing with some forms of injuries. You don't need them to be here for joint practice, but to see your depth not being out there, seeing your depth out there, seeing the problems that they have, you know that this secondary is basically like one injury away from being bad during the actual NFL season. But with DeMeco Ryans, I expect him to figure this out, right? He figured out how to use Ambry Thomas against Cincinnati of all teams, right? We remember their receiving core, probably one of the better receiving cores that the NFL has right now. So going to be interesting there. So as much as I did went on to say that these are more fun, more what's the word I'm looking for? More fun practices for the players, and they help out both the 49ers and Vikings in their situation of figuring out their 53-man roster. For the 49ers in general, this seemed to be just another practice. You have reports of Trey Lance having a little bit of an up and down day. His completions were good, but the plays that were there were more, the right receiver making play with Trey Lance, and it's a up and down thing right there. Pass protection, that's always going to be an issue. It seems no matter what defensive line it is going to have problems. And then what else is there? And another issue with the offensive line being bad, we can't figure out these running backs, right? The scheme is going to be a major part for these running backs. The only running back that had a good play today was Ty Davis-Price, and that was in the red zone. So it's going to be interesting to see what the scheme is, what's cooking, what's not with the 49ers this year. But yeah, that'll be all for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And actually, before I go into my little spiel, I always do a shout out to all the 49ers content creators, writers, reporters, etc. that went to Minnesota for this practice. that helps out everybody who can't go. And just shout out to all of them. Brad Graham. I think Grant went. What was her name? I forget her name, but the 49 Carat podcast, favorite podcast. Not gonna lie to you guys there, and just shout out to all those guys, right? They help out but yeah, very interesting stuff there, and I hope you guys enjoyed this because I didn't want to really edit tonight, so I just thought going live is basically the same video. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, like, subscribe, comment. That helps the channel grow. We're on the road to 75 subscribers. And once again, if you enjoyed this video and you liked and subscribed, I will see you guys next time.